What's up, guys, and welcome to another video of DevTalks with your host Traven, where we talk about everything engineering technology wise. And in this video, we just got some breaking news, if I must say. And if you guys don't see this already at the top, Amazon is reportedly going to fire or lay off 30,000 corporate jobs tomorrow. Tomorrow. I don't know if I should drop this now. I'm literally about to record this and upload this instantly because not that many people are reporting on this. And this is such a large amount of their workforce. If we go into this article by Yahoo Finance, which is just releasing and dropping, Amazon is apparently preparing to lay off 30,000 workers Tuesday, October 28th. This news came in after the workday. Everybody, I bet, shivering in their boots. There's been videos, especially in the last week of Amazon, talking about cutting out 600,000 jobs potentially in the next 5 years. But apparently today they said they're going to cut about 10% of their company almost because, Amazon's one of the largest employers in the US alone with 350,000 employees. 350,000 employees, and they're going to cut 30,000 of them away. This is probably one of the largest layoffs I have ever seen or reported on, especially on this channel and been following in the last years. And I remember during COVID and right after COVID hit, the tech industry has been in shambles since then, especially with layoffs. They have been so constant that it is insane. It is insane how constant that these layoffs have really been continuously building up to, because they use the excuse that they overhired in COVID. Well, maybe that's true. Maybe they did overhire in COVID, but now, especially with all the developments that have been going on with AI and whatnot, it's getting even crazier. Apparently, and what I didn't know is that they employed 1.5 million people worldwide. Seems like a lot of people, but definitely 350,000 people in the US is also an insane number. And I also saw that in another video that I'm going to upload on his channel real soon after this one, that they were planning for peak season for the holidays to still hire 250,000 or whatever for peak season just to get them through the year. But this isn't for anything fulfilling peak. This is definitely based on salaries and making huge cuts. But if we read more into this, right, sources told that the reductions will affect multiple divisions, including people experience, which is probably like HR and things like that. All that extra crap about dealing with different people and all this other crap that goes on to recruiting, all of it all over that spend of dealing with people in operations, technology, it's human resources arm. See, it says it in parentheses right here. Devices and services, operations, corporate functions within AWS, Amazon Web Services. I'm really wondering tomorrow, and tomorrow we're going to cover this as soon as it comes out as well too. But Amazon's not giving any confirmation on how many people it is. This is a source coming from Reuters report. And I'm guessing that they're a good source because a lot of people are referencing and going off on this. This will make it, since 2022 when it eliminated 27,000 positions. In 2022. I don't recall ever like large layoffs like this when you're such a huge employer. It is insane to the amount of people that they can get rid of and they're capable of getting rid of and still like rolling through and surviving and managing and working day after day, and especially with a lot of people with salary, you don't get no OT. You don't get no OT at all with salary. So, if you gotta work late, you gotta work late. That's tough. But when we look at this, right, they always And a lot of these companies, they always want to try to save you from this, this right here. The AI and automation leading to people being laid off and cuts. We've covered a lot of different people and CEOs and things like that. We actually did a video on Mark Cuban and Tucker Carlson and a whole bunch of other people on this table at the sitting down on this podcast episode, and they were talking about using AI to cut people to save costs because people are one of your most expensive bills as a company. So the less you have, you get rid of most of your bills. You know how much in savings that could potentially be? Let me just do something real quick, right? Say at Amazon, this is all spread out, but let's lowball it, right? Let's say $80,000 in salaries, right? Times that by 30,000. Y'all, y'all see this? Hold on. Y'all see this number right here? Oh, let me. Y'all see this number right here? What's that? $2.4 billion. $2.4 billion. That's on using an average of they're cutting people in all divisions. This is what you guys have to realize. So in Amazon, they ain't cheap. They ain't cheap. They pay some decent salaries. Hey, you want to save two? You want to save a couple $1 billion? You cut 30,000 employees. 2 billion saved instantly. Mind you, they're gonna have to all pay them severances and things like that, and going all around the point there. But yo, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. When AI came around and this robotic stuff that they've been using in their warehouses and automating all that other stuff, like software engineers, the union people, the warehouse workers, who knows with how it's going to impact drivers and things to some point, especially in the future. It's coming quick, especially in the warehouses. The warehouses are going to be the first to go, and then entry level engineering is going to be the another one of the first things to go as well too. All human resource, customer service gone. Don't need it no more. They got AI stuff for it. I was talking to somebody this weekend actually, and when I was speaking to them, they said that they were on the phone with the restaurant for reservation, right? Just call it a nice restaurant. It's a really nice restaurant. We're all going out there to eat. Call the restaurant, see if they can move the reservation up. Because we're all hungry. Just move it up like half an hour. See if it's possible. They start talking on the phone to somebody. And halfway through of having a conversation of finding out one, we couldn't get our reservation moved up, they realized that they were talking to AI the entire time. Because, and you know what gave it up? At first, it sounded like a normal person speaking to them, helping them out and everything. But the AI gave out a certain response to them, and it put them like, it made them jump like, yo, that you not real. You not real. And it wasn't. They were talking to AI to change our reservations. The restaurants don't even need to answer the phone no more. They're not even answering the phone no more. They send an AI to change your reservations. For a lot of companies, for customer service, you only gonna deal with AI. You're not gonna get nobody on the phone. It's gonna be hard to get somebody on the phone. They got way less people working at home for their call center stuff now. Warehouses mainly used with robotics, And I'm actually gonna do a video later, probably this week, when I need one about Figure. There's gonna be a lot of robots working in some factories. A lot of them walking around, two legs, two arms, head like yours, a little bit taller, iRobot looking self. It's gonna be a whole little civil war with it, yo. Humans versus robotics. It's gonna look just like iRobot. I've been saying this for years. That's the crazy thing, that I've been saying this for years. That's so unfortunate. That is unfortunate that about 30,000 people's lives are going to change like that. And they, mind you, it's not getting crazy reported on right now. And who's going to be paying attention to this ASAP right now, tonight? In the morning, it's going to be covered insanely, but it's going to be too late. They're going to know in less than 24 hours that they lost their jobs, like most layoffs. Gone. Life changes like this. For those of you who do not know, when you get laid off, your life changes like this. It's so quick. It's so quick. You don't even know. You wouldn't even know. Especially for Amazon, they're not struggling. They're not struggling in any way, shape, form, or capacity. I actually think that, what's their stock price at? Yahoo has it up here. It's up a percentage today. In the last year to date, there's no way they're only up 3% in the last year. Hold on. Let me make sure that's good. Let me make sure that's correct. Oh, snap. Amazon's only up 3% this year. That is not good. In the past year, 20%. That is actually not. So maybe they are. The last 6 months, they're up 20%. So earlier this year, they had a terrible drop. That's why. Earlier this year, they dropped crazy. I'm trying to remember what happened around April. Something happened in April that made them drop crazy. I think it was the tariff things going on, potentially. But they dropped an insane amount, and now they're back up another 20% after that drop. And now they're up 3% for the year. So, stock wise, they haven't made that as much money this year. They just haven't, which is okay. Anybody who owns it, it's unfortunate. The board, they're still getting paid crazy money, but they want to get paid more. They definitely want to get paid more. So maybe they are. I still don't think that they're really a struggling company. This is directly tied to the automations that they've made. Like working with Claude, that AI based there. Anthropic, that's another AI company that I know that they're working with and having some partners with. They're making strides in so many other areas. They're making cuts too, and that's kind of the symptoms. And what do you call it? I'm blanking for side effects. That's part of the side effect of having AI and automating life to make it easier for us and our jobs and everything else is people. I'm gonna keep following this. If anybody's impacted by this and you see it, let me know. I'm curious on what you have to say. I really like hearing from people who actually are impacted by news stuff on these articles and just getting more details out of them so we know what is real, what is what. But I guarantee you we're gonna see more information on this later today and or later tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to get this out tonight before I go to sleep. We'll see tomorrow. I have another video out tomorrow as well too. So without further ado, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Anybody's impacted, feel sorry for you guys entirely. It's partially a shock, especially today coming out of it, and definitely before peak season when they're about to hire more people to fulfill deliveries and stuff. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you have any suggestions, send me an email at devtalkspod@gmail.com. All the links are in the description down below. Without further ado, peace and see y'all next time.